Ciao, sono Sara Z dalla La Land. Incontrerò grandi ospiti provenienti da ogni parte del mondo. 4 chiacchiere di condivisione culturale e linguistica per scoprire le loro vite e storie. Enjoy! Sono con Vital Germaine. Vital a remarkable career, una carriera notevole perché ha lavorato per il Cirque du Soleil, he worked for Cirque du Soleil. And right now, you are a strategist, empowerment strategist. So you have your own business, you're a coach, you wrote many books, and also you are a great painter. And I wanted to be live with you because I saw your painters and also I saw your beautiful dogs and I fell in love with your dog. That's why I wanted to do the live with you. That's
what. People like my dogs more than they like me. I understand.
They're very cute.
Yes.
So, Vital, you were born in the Democratic Republic of Congo, but you have a British accent. Sei nato nella Repubblica del Congo, ma hai un accento britannico. You moved to the United States. Ti sei trasferito in America. What's your life story? Qual è la tua storia?
Wow. It's a very complicated, fascinating story that I'm very proud to have survived, because there have been many uplifting moments, but there's been an incredible amount of turmoil.
Mm-hmm.
The beautiful thing about tragedy and turmoil is that we're always presented through that with an opportunity, and it's a little bit cliche, but it's very true. Through our tragedy and our challenges and our downfalls, we can develop resilience, and then we discover really what we're capable of.
Mm-hmm. Let me translate in Italian.
Yes.
This is great. So Vital Germaine dice che ha avuto una vita piuttosto complicata, però affascinante, e lui ne è orgoglioso. E dice che comunque attraverso le tragedie della vita, le difficoltà, possiamo rinforzarci, fortificarci per affrontarle. And we're going to find out more. Scopriremo di più.
Before we say more, just very quickly for your Italian audience I'm going to try. Buona mattina a tutti.
Ah, sì, è vero, that's true. I don't know how many people are going to be live because in Italy it's probably 4 in the morning. But they're going to see, and they're going to listen as well, because I'm going to post the audio for my podcast on iTunes, Spotify. So you'll be out there everywhere.
Okay. It's an honor. It's an honor. I love Italy. I've visited Italy many times. Rimini, Rizioni, Genova, Roma, and a very small town called Sestri Levanti.
Sì, Sestri Levanti, in Liguria.
Yes,
sì.
I love Italy.
And why did you go to Italy? Perché sei andato in Italia, Vital?
Oh, it's many years ago. Because I lived in Belgium, I would just travel on vacation. Sometimes it was for business, but I loved Italy because of the passion, the culture, the history, soccer, football.
Perché we gesticulate a lot because we sweat a lot.
Sì.
Diciamo parolacce.
Porca misera.
Bravo, that's good. Actually, porca miseria, it's of my region. We say in like Emilia-Romagna, I'm from Emilia-Romagna, and we say porca miseria. It's very typical of that region usually. È tipica di quella regione, Emilia-Romagna. Porca miseria, mannaggia, madonna. Comunque, let's go back to you. Torniamo a te, Vital. E raccontami la tua storia, hai detto complicata. Perché?
So, I will give you the condensed version because this has been translated into many books. So most people view me as Vital, motivational speaker, inspirational, positive, enthusiastic, full of hope. But the beginning of the journey was very far from that. My father, this is not a Hollywood story, by the way, so don't expect a Hollywood
We don't
story.
know. I know because I'm in LA. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Okay, good. But so my father was sexually abusive when I was 3 and younger. Me and my 2 brothers were his prey, were his victims. I don't remember it happening intellectually, but my body remembers. He was arrested, sent to jail. As a result of this, my mother got derailed, lost track, found salvation in the company of Guinness and gin.
Excuse me, in the company?
Of Guinness and gin. She became an alcoholic. Guinness.
Okay.
That was her favorite drink.
Guinness beer. Okay.
Yes.
Scusami, let me translate quickly. And I want to make sure I translate correctly. So your father was abusing you. Okay. So il papà di Vital abusava sessualmente di lui, di suo fratello, poi è stato arrestato e la madre ha iniziato a bere e a diventare un alcolista. Mm-hmm.
And then so my mother became an alcoholic, and when she would get drunk, angry, she would throw us out onto the streets of London. Cold, raining.
Oh.
We'd sleep in doorways to fight the cold. We'd huddle up together to fight the cold. We'd steal food to eat out of desperation. And then we'd go to school the next day with a smile on our face, pretending nothing had happened.
Sì. Sì, dice che comunque rubavano per poter mangiare del cibo, che si buttavano in mezzo alla strada, comunque hanno vissuto questa forte tragedia e poi il giorno dopo lui andava a scuola come se niente fosse, con il sorriso sulle labbra. Smile on
So this went on for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Copy, paste, repeat, 4 years. Eventually, the authorities decided and they placed us into an institution.
Mm-hmm.
There were drugs, fistfights, teenage prostitution, stabbings, attempted suicides, drugs.
Mm-hmm. And so you saw this, so you were in an institution, you were
Yes.
So you
This
saw
is how,
you saw all of
yeah.
this.
This is how I grew up.
Sì, dice come è cresciuto Vital, è andato in un istituto e quindi ha visto droga che circolava, gente che si ammazzava, si pugnalava, corruzione, sesso, prostituzione. Sì.
Now, it's a sad story.
Survive? How did you survive this? Like
several things. A seed was planted very young by my 2 brothers, who are my heroes. I think everybody has a hero somewhere in their life that changes their lives.
Sì.
And my brothers planted a seed and would always tell me, it's going to be okay, Vital. It's going to be okay. Use willpower. Ignore the cold. Pretend you're not hungry. You're going to become something. We're going to become something. It's going to be okay. And I believed in the power of hope.
Sì, il fratello di Vital l'ha incoraggiato molto e gli diceva: vedrai che ce la faremo, diventeremo qualcuno, riusciremo a salvarci. E Vital, Germaine, ha sempre creduto nel potere della speranza. Hope, speranza. What a strong, right? Strong word.
And so the element of hope and also imagination. So there's hope and there's imagination. Those 2 things allowed me to see beyond my world, my immediate world, my problems. I didn't hear violins, poor Vital. I didn't blame it on life that, oh, I'm a victim. No, I focused on, in my mind, I went to these amazing places.
So you used your imagination to escape. So
yes.
For all of this, the distraught moments you lived,
yes.
Grazie all'immaginazione, alla visualizzazione, lui è riuscito a scappare da questa sua realtà.
And so through that imagination, and when I use the word hope, I don't mean sitting back, oh, I hope the sun shines. No. Hope is, it's an active thing. You've got to become hope.
Oh, beautiful. Sì, lui dice la speranza non è una cosa campata per aria, ma è una cosa tangibile. Cioè tu diventi la speranza. You
Yes.
become hope.
And so they were my avenues to not become a statistic.
Sì.
Statistics said I would be in jail, drug overdose, gang violence, suicide. No. The other part of this journey is no matter what happens to us, we get to choose how we respond.
Sì, non importa quello che succedeva a lui e alla sua famiglia, lui e loro potevano decidere come rispondere a questo. Noi decidiamo come affrontare la tragedia quando l'affrontiamo. Siamo noi. Yeah, so we decide, you're saying we can decide if we can feel a sort of relief or happiness no matter what, or putting ourselves in a nest, like closing ourselves, like. So you decided to stay open, to be open.
As a child, I didn't do that intellectually, but again, the imagination and the hope gave me power to see beyond my tragedy. So two things I want to share. There is a quote, which is my mantra, Viktor Frankl, survivor of the Holocaust.
L'ho vista, I saw it in your website.
Yes,
like you.
And Viktor Frankl says this: the last, and I'll share like a small part, and you can translate.
Oh no, I have it down. I wrote it down. So
the last, perfect. The last of human freedoms is the ability to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances.
Sì, allora questo quote, scusate, quote. You see, this is what's happening. That when I need to translate, sometimes I'm missing words. Quando traduco non mi vengono subito in mente le parole. Comunque, quello che un sopravvissuto all'Olocausto ha detto, Viktor Frankl, ha detto che l'ultima, the last of human freedom, so l'ultima libertà di un essere umano è l'abilità di scegliere l'atteggiamento in ogni circostanza, in qualsiasi circostanza ci troviamo. So Viktor Frankl, Holocaust survivor.
Now, so the power in that. So now I've made it sound very easy. Oh, that's easy. I just decide, no, it's not easy. And sometimes things happen to us and I can say, but it's not my fault. It's not my fault.
Colpa tua, non è colpa tua, sì.
So it's not my fault, but it is my responsibility.
Non è la tua colpa, non è colpa tua, ma è la tua responsabilità. E poi da questo, so da tutto questo marasma, from all of this situation, you came out as a winner and you moved to the United States. When you came here, how did you come to the United States? 1991, right? Nel
1991.
Sei venuto negli Stati Uniti. How did it happen? Com'è successo questo? And you worked for Cirque du Soleil, if I'm not wrong.
As did you. So again, the very short version, I ventured and I just come out of the military, the Belgian Navy, but I had a dream. I wanted to go to America, be on MTV, dance for Michael Jackson. That was the dream. And so I sacrificed everything that I had and went for this dream. No plan B. I'm going to go for this dream. And if I fail, I will fail so spectacularly, it will be amazing.
You would fail, but on stage, sul palco. You fail on stage dancing and no failure anyway.
But there's no failure. There is no failure.
Non c'è un fallimento nella vita se si prova se noi proviamo ad essere in azione. If we take us to the action of things. So, brevemente traduco, Germaine aveva un sogno, il sogno americano, e lui non aveva un piano B, voleva essere in televisione, sognava Michael Jackson e ce l'ha fatta perché you made it because you came to the United States and ... puntini,
So
puntini, puntini.
I arrive in New York. I know nothing, but I figure it out. I just keep exploring and trying and falling and getting back up and trying again, driven by passion, hope, and because in my imagination, I can see me and Michael Jackson on stage. I can see it. So I keep pursuing. I get rejected at auditions. You know this journey. You go to an audition and you get rejected.
I know it well. Mm-hmm.
You're not tall enough. You're not good enough. Your hair's brown. We won't look. But something, you've got to find that passion inside of you that keeps you getting. You've got to get back up.
So what was your... Sì, lui ha fatto tante audizioni, ma sempre tanti no, però lui manteneva sempre viva la sua passione, è riuscito a mantenere vivo quello. How? Come, Vital? Come sei riuscito a mantenere viva la tua passione? How were you able, regardless of the no's, like to keep going and be where you are right now?
Great question. Humans, we're driven by two things. We either run away from pain or we run towards pleasure. So if something feels so good, I have to feel that again. So I'm going to do everything and anything to experience that again. The opposite is that sucked so badly, I will never experience that again. And I will do whatever I can to never experience it again. So going back to my childhood, the wounds of my childhood, I was programmed. I was not loved. I was told I was a nobody, and I hated that feeling. I will not be a nobody. I will do whatever it takes to be something that brings value. That's my motivation.
Sì. So, sì, lui, questo è importante, ha detto o tu fuggi dal tuo dolore, o you run away from your pain, o invece senti il piacere, you feel the pleasure. E lui voleva questo, assolutamente lui voleva diventare qualcuno, ma per se stesso, non tanto per gli altri, per colmare il vuoto. It's like to fulfill me this emptiness that all of us were living. And I totally understand it. Before I was smiling because I remember when I was auditioning a lot for dancing, and then I said, why am I doing this? This is like a drug, and I don't do drugs, but I thought, I know it's bad, I know it's painful, but I need it. It's like, you need, because the passion of being on stage and auditioning, like the l'adrenalina, ti porta, it takes you always there until you grab it, but then you start all over. You start all over again. E quindi ho detto brevemente, lo capisco bene perché quando anch'io facevo le audizioni, sai che è un lavoro assurdo, perché tanti no, e devi ricominciare da capo, però hai bisogno di quello. Scusami, I translated briefly what I said.
But I'm going to go even deeper, Sarah. I want to go even deeper.
Sì, certo.
So most people, and I did this too, we focus on something that we want. I want money. I want that job. And the reason why maybe we're not driven enough is because that's not really what we're looking for. So you've got to go deeper than the superficial, I want money. I want to get the beautiful girl, or I want to get the beautiful boy, depending on your sexual orientation. But go deeper.
And what do you mean by that? What do you mean go deeper?
Meaning, it's not the money that I want. The money is going to give me what I really need.
Good point. Sì, è bellissimo, bellissimo.
Bellissimo.
Sì, hai capito? Bellissimo. È facile. Sì, allora, traduco. I'm gonna translate. So he's saying, devi essere più profondo nella ricerca di quello che vuoi. Per esempio, se tu vuoi arricchirti e vuoi guadagnare, quindi i soldi, the money, i soldi non devono essere l'ultima cosa alla quale tu aspiri, ma i soldi in realtà, dopo che li hai avuti, ti aiutano ad avere quello che veramente vuoi. So you said the money helps you to get what you really want. What could be what you really want? Like talking about the money, like because you brought up.
So I'll give you an example. I'll use me, but I'll give another example that is not me. I wanted to feel like I was somebody. So if I make a lot of money, I'm somebody. I got money. I got the beautiful car. I got the girl. You know, now I feel like I'm somebody. It only gave me what I needed. If you want to be powerful and have control, money will give you this.
Sí.
But really what you're looking for is validation of the essence of who you are. I need to feel important. I need to feel valued. I need to feel loved, respected. That's what people are really looking for.
Yeah, it's not the ultimate thing of having the money in itself, but is in order to get the attention for a lack of love, and that it translated with money. That lack of love has been translated with money. See.
And so that motivation, it's deeper. That's going to help you get up again and again and again. Because it's stronger than just, I'd like to have money. No, I need to have this feeling so I can be a fulfilled human being.
But it could be then, so instead of money, could it be something else? Or like...
I chose money because it's the cliche thing that people want. But again, they want the money to get them what they really want. Why? I'm going to be a little bit typically sexist. I'm going to play the man. Why do men drive the fancy car and look flashy as if we're the shit? Because we want to get the girl.
Certo.
And our programming tells us, well, if I have money and a beautiful car, I get the girl.
Certo.
The reality is, you get the right woman or the right sexual partner because of who you are.
But sometimes it's not like that, right? For some
I'm a romantic.
But sometimes, you know, women, especially here in LA, it's crazy how women look at guys. Like, I even heard stories of women taking, after a nice dinner, or accompanying the guy to the parking lot just to see what kind of car they had. And if the car doesn't meet their expectations, like, they don't want to see them anymore. I mean, I don't want to now in general, but sometimes, you know, okay, traduco un attimo. When I translate, so he was bringing up the example of money. So se io ho l'esempio dei soldi, se io ho i soldi posso comprare una bella macchina, e con la bella macchina posso avere una bella donna. E questo è quello che i ragazzi solitamente vogliono. Quindi i soldi è per avere una bella donna. E io ho detto, però spesso la nostra società impone quello, cioè è questo. So I said, like, the society, no? Like, and you're right, it's who you are. But what about this? What if a person had, not you Vital, but in general, if a person has the money, but decides not to go on that route, so not buying a nice car and just pretending of not having enough, do you think it's going to be harder, like, to get a girl? Or you still need to show off something? No, I know, but because this is how sometimes things are in life, le cose come sono nella vita, no? Ho detto, anche se uno ha i soldi, ma decide di non avere una bella macchina, può ancora conquistare una bella donna.
Okay, so I'm going to answer that because there's depth to this question. So I love how you posed me this question. So I'm going to answer the first part about your Hollywood story where women just want the guy with the car.
Sí.
Ultimately, what are humans looking for? Connection. We're all looking to be loved and embraced and accepted, right? On a deeper level, that's what we want.
Sí.
So those Hollywood chicks deep down inside, there's an emptiness. The guy with the fancy car is lonely. He's got the car, he's got the beautiful women around him, he goes to the nightclubs, he goes on vacation, but in his soul, he's lonely. So he's not wealthy. He's lonely.
Certo.
He's empty. So are those women. When you don't play the superficial game and you connect on a really fundamental human level, that's the richness of life. So I can keep going out and inviting the superficial connection, and I'm always looking because it doesn't fulfill me. And so I've got to buy a bigger car. I've got to make more money. I've got to get a taller woman. I've got to get a, you know, and the list keeps going because I'm never going to find.
You can get two nice dogs.
You know what? My dogs bring me more connection and value and substance and richness than any superficial woman that I've ever dated.
I know. No, perché lui diceva, vabbè, you know, you go out with the dog, oh, nice dog. It's like, hi, I'm Vital Germaine.
Yeah.
Perché lui dice, certo che comunque una persona quando esce e vuole incontrare un'altra donna, cioè una persona che compra una bella macchina per incontrare una bella donna, lui dice queste due persone sono sostanzialmente vuote perché tutte e due cercano di colmare delle mancanze con i soldi o con la bella macchina e quindi c'è vuoto dentro di loro. There's emptiness in those two people. It's not the real feeling. And probably they might discover it like right away. They might discover this like
if you're lucky
at the end.
But yeah. think of all the financially wealthy people who were miserable, and you'd think, but you've got money, you've got power, you've got success, you've got everything. How can you be miserable? Because I don't have the fundamental human connection, which is the vibration of love.
Certo, so dice molte persone che finanziariamente sono benestanti, alla fine se non hanno l'amore per se stessi o non hanno, you use a good word, like the connection, the human connection, le connessioni umane dentro di loro a livello profondo non sono contente e quindi sono sempre miserabili, nonostante abbiano una bella macchina, soldi, eccetera. And this is like kind of tragedy, yeah, of successful people that not all of them, we are not talking about all of them, non parliamo di tutti, però di molte persone, so many people we think, how's possible, like he committed suicide, like how's possible, he had everything, no? We think. We think, and sometimes now the way what we are saying, it's, I don't want to make it sound so easy because there might be other problematics that they try to resolve, but maybe they were not able to. So we are speaking like for more superficial or shallow people who don't want to do the work to discover themselves.
Yes. Yeah. Very quickly to add, I'm now going to almost contradict what I said. However, a big however, the next best thing to love and connection is money. If you don't have love and connection, money is probably the best substitute, but it's not the thing. So now that I have set your audience free, you don't need money, send it to me, I will make you happy. Give me your money, you don't need money, and then you can be free. So that's the cure. But ultimately it's about connection, and I want to sort of tie that back into the spirit of the artist.
The spirit of the artist, you said.
Yes.
See, so in fact, I wanted to talk about your, well, we already talked about your work as an empowerment strategist because you already gave us like a nice lesson about money and power, success, and feeling sorry for ourselves, but then to come out of the water, you know, venire fuori dall'acqua. And by the way, if people would like to see your work as a coach, you have a website, vitalgermaine.com. And by the way, I'm going to write it down. So why am I saying it right now? I'm gonna write it down in my...
Corretto, bellissimo.
È tutto bellissimo e favoloso, e noi siamo bellissimi e favolosi. So, you worked for Cirque du Soleil, then you got into an accident, you had to stop your career, with Cirque, so, and then you decided to paint as well, to become a painter, di dipingere anche, or that's more your hobby? È il tuo hobby?
It began as a hobby. So I started painting. I took my first painting class, art class, while I was in Mystère, Cirque du Soleil's Mystère.
Oh, ho capito.
So this is the interesting thing about life. An amazing job. I get to stare death in the face every night. I feel great about myself. I'm working for this prestigious company.
And I'm sorry, Vitaly, for interrupting you. Che cosa facevi in Cirque du Soleil? What were you doing in Cirque?
Mainly bungee trapeze at the time.
Bungee trapeze, okay.
Bungee trapeze, yes, in Mystère.
Il trapezio. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And as amazing as this job was, I was bored. So it was important for me to find new challenges, new stimulation to feel alive. Otherwise, going to work every day and just do this.
Sì, dice, quando lavorava in Mistero aveva un bellissimo lavoro, ma a un certo punto lui si è annoiato. And I can feel you, because I worked for Cirque, and at one point I felt the same. It was great. Actually, I'm thankful and grateful for that experience. But as you're saying, I feel you. Like, I feel, okay, I think we are more than that. There's more. And that was not wrong, so to say. It's just the process, the way that the show business is, 10 shows a week, so 10 spettacoli a settimana, è quello il tipo di lavoro. Però a un certo punto ci si annoia, o comunque vuoi di più, e pensiamo, noi siamo più di questo, più di quello che stiamo facendo qui, per questa compagnia.
And then so I decided, I didn't know what I was going to take. I didn't know. And it's kind of funny. I took the catalog, UNLV catalog. I opened it. All right, that's what I'm going to take.
And you're good. You're good, Vitaly. No, you're a good painter, and that's why I wanted to talk to you, because I was following you on Facebook, and I saw your work. It's unbelievable. Like, I don't know if you can show us something, but
I've got 2 in here, but they can go to so I have 2 websites, artofvitale.com. They can go and visit my artwork there, but I've had different styles over the years. But mille grazie, thank you for the
sì, no, è vero, mi piace molto. I love that kind of style that is abstract, and I don't know if that's the proper word for, but I love the way you your life on the canvas. How you bring life to the canvas.
I try to. Excuse me, I'm gonna take off my sweater. So I like that you use the metaphor of bringing life on the canvas.
You see, that's improv.
For me, what's that?
Improv. That's improvisazione.
For me, the canvas is life. It's just a translation of life onto a 2-dimensional plane. But for me, it represents life. The beautiful thing for me, I don't know about other artists, but for me, painting, expression has given me a sense of freedom.
Sì, esprimersi attraverso l'arte dà questo senso di libertà a Vitaly.
Yes. When we are free and confident to let the world see who we are, the world opens up, because we're not hiding.
So you're
showing
yourself, you are showing who you are through your paintings? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, kind of. And the beautiful thing about art and expression is, you know this from the stage, I can go out there and express my heart and soul. I've been completely vulnerable and naked.
For real? Naked? For real? Nudo?
No, metaphorically naked.
No, mi sto scherzando. No, perché ha detto, sai, quando io sono sul palco mi denudo e sono nudo, ma veramente nudo, no? No, I got it. We got
Thank
you.
you.
We got you.
So I can paint something that is about a broken heart. That doesn't necessarily mean my heart is broken right now. So that's the safety and the freedom of being a dancer, a singer, a musician, a painter. We can say everything and anything, and it frees us from our own emotions, our demons. It's phenomenal therapy to express yourself.
È vero, sì, attraverso l'arte, può essere il canto, la danza, la pittura, ci liberiamo dei nostri demoni e questo è molto liberatorio.
Saluti a tutti e mille grazie mille.
Bravo, sì, e basta, that's it, that's what we know in Italia. Every American person like said, okay, ciao, buongiorno, buonasera, but that's good. That's good enough to get along in Italy con buongiorno e buonasera.
It's been a pleasure.
Grazie mille, grazie. Vi aspetto presto con un nuovo guest e una nuova storia. Join me. Baci e abbracci. Sarà La La Land.